OCO fellow Cherokees, I want to visit with you about Governor Kevin Stitt's latest assault on Cherokee sovereignty by attacking our hunting and fishing rights. Recently, at the governor's direction, the Oklahoma Department of Wildlife Conservation issued a public statement declaring your right to hunt and fish within the Cherokee Nation, in accordance with our laws, null and void. We will not stand aside while Governor Stitt engages in the reckless disregard of our rights. The governor's lawless conduct is designed to sow chaos and must be stopped. Let's remember, these are treaty rights we're talking about. We're talking about the supreme law of the land. Our ancestors were hunting and fishing on these lands before anyone ever heard of the state of Oklahoma. They suffered through too much to secure these rights for Governor Stitt to snatch them away. We will assert and defend these rights in any forum, including the courts, as long as it takes. Let's remember how we got here. From 2016 to 2021, we had a compact with the state, first negotiated by Chief Bill John Baker with Governor Mary Fallin. The compact delivered Oklahoma hunting and fishing licenses to all Cherokee Nation citizens living in Oklahoma. It delivered over $36 million to the Oklahoma Department of Wildlife Conservation to be used to protect and maintain hunting and fishing habitats. That $36 million included not only payments from the Cherokee Nation to the state, but millions of dollars in federal funds that were only available to the state as a result of the compact. It was a win-win, and it showed what tribal sovereignty and state-tribal cooperation can deliver and how we can effectively work together to manage our shared wildlife resources for the benefit of our communities. Governor Stitt refused to renegotiate a renewal when the hunting and fishing compact expired at the end of 2021. So on January the 1st, 2022, we began relying exclusively on our historic treaty rights to hunt and fish across all 7,000 square miles of our reservation. Your citizenship card has been your hunting and fishing license ever since. We modernized our hunting and fishing code. We developed regulations consistent with the states so that we could be a partner in protecting wildlife resources. The 5 tribes even reached a pact to give all of our tribal citizens hunting and fishing access to all 5 reservations. That regulatory framework has been consistently recognized by the state. We've worked with state authorities, including game wardens, to prosecute violations of wildlife laws in tribal court through cross-deputization. Quite simply, the governor walked away from our compact, cost the state millions and millions of dollars, and forced us to unilaterally assert our treaty rights. As we know by now, Governor Stitt believes that tribal sovereignty always comes at the state's expense, and that tribal governments should have no role in the 21st century. But just because Governor Stitt has a 19th century mentality about tribes doesn't mean the rest of us have to stand for it, and we won't. But the path forward will not be easy. When you think about it, no generation of Cherokees since European contact have had it easy when it comes to exercising our sovereignty. Hunting and fishing rights, even though firmly established in federal treaties, are no different. I want to be clear. Governor Stitt has directed game wardens to ticket you if you hunt and fish without a state license. This will almost certainly happen. We cannot prevent this from happening if you choose to use your Cherokee Nation citizenship card as your hunting and fishing license, as many of you have done since 2022. We must all understand the risks involved and that it will take time to vindicate our rights in court. If this happens to you, my advice is be polite and professional with the game warden. Acknowledge that you have a right to hunt and fish as a Cherokee Nation citizen, but be cooperative. I want you to immediately report any enforcement action to our Wildlife Conservation Department at wildlife.cherokee.org or by calling 918-453-5333. Remember, local state game wardens are our friends and neighbors. Governor Stitt is using them as a tool to destroy tribal sovereignty. It's difficult to imagine being forced to choose between violating the federally protected treaty rights of tribal citizens and keeping your job. So please have some sympathy for game wardens and all the staff of the Oklahoma Department of Wildlife Conservation. As we monitor Governor Stitt's lawless activity, and as you come forward, we will evaluate your case as part of our legal action against the state. Rest assured, we will be taking action. Although there are no guarantees right now that we can personally represent you in an enforcement action, we will 100% address the legal violations of our shared right to hunt and fish as Cherokee Nation citizens. Again, please report any enforcement actions directly to our Wildlife Conservation Department. I know you have lots of other questions. In the coming days, we will provide an FAQ on this subject and update it as we learn more. Asserting our rights to hunt and fish is important, but this is about something even bigger: our right to exist as a sovereign Indian nation with treaty rights guaranteed by the United States. This is a fight worth taking on. It is a fight that I and all of your Cherokee Nation government leadership are prepared to take on, including Attorney General Chad Harsha. But the most important person in this effort is each of you. Are you willing to support this effort? If Cherokee citizens will exercise patience and understanding as we deal with yet another attack by Governor Stitt and help us raise awareness of our unassailable treaty right to hunt and fish, we will prevail. We will win, and we'll do it together. Waddell.